All right, let's talk about some common reasons to sell to investor, why you would want to do it, under what circumstances can you do it. Obviously, an investor, when somebody comes to you to buy the house as an investor, without you selling it and having real estate representation, they are trying to get it for a lower price so they could turn around, flip it, rent it, fix it, do whatever they must. You want to get rid of the property, so you got to get rid of it fast without the hassle of putting it on the market and dealing with the average buyer. You just want to deal with an investor, which inevitably means you'll take a little less money. You're ready to let the house go and just get rid of your troubles, right? So the common reasons that people do sell to an investor is if they inherited the house and it's out of town and they don't want to deal with it, right? They just want to get rid of it. We've sold a bunch of properties like that. Foreclosure, if people are behind on their payments, right? And they need to sell quickly to an investor, that might be a good option. Despair, if your home just requires a lot of work and you can't afford it anymore, it's too much house and you're better off just letting it go. That's a good reason. No financing option, if your home also needs so much work that banks simply won't finance a buyer, that's a good time to sell to an investor. You need a timely move out date, flexibility, different things like that. So an investor usually can wait, right? If your house is, you're trying to sell the house and get it done quickly, you have another house in escrow, that could be a good reason to just get rid of your place so you could go on to live in your new life. Relocating for work and you need to sell super fast. A divorce situation usually requires both parties to divide the assets. That's a good way to get an offer right away. Just get it done. Tenant occupied, if there's tenants in there, you don't want to do the repairs, you don't want to deal with the tenants, you could just sell the property, okay? So selling to an investor, there's a few things, right? Number one is very little prep work. It's not like getting your home ready to sell on the market and advertising it properly and getting it painted and getting it cleaned. So you don't have to do any of that with investors. They usually overlook those things. Most investors only care about the financial and they're a little less emotional, right? So just the numbers have to work for them. They're either going to turn around quickly, they're going to sell it, they're going to renovate it, they're just going to flip the house in essence, right? And you just want to get rid of the house. So it's a win-win for both parties. Now, note that to attract a traditional investor, you'll still have to have terms like TLC and fixer-upper, just so you can attract those guys. You got to advertise. You still have to advertise the house properly to investors. And when you sell your home to the DNA Realty Group, our investment trust, we have a bunch of investors that would be interested in your home. So if you were thinking about selling your home and you do meet some of these criteria or you don't and you just want to get rid of the property quickly, go to our website. The link is below, dna-realtygroup.com, and we'll be able to connect you with an investor that would be interested in buying your property.